In order to achieve their goals, a company needs to set specific objectives in line with their mission. However, objectives are nothing more than just words on a page without a specific action plan on how the objectives will be achieved.
Before writing an action plan, it is important to do some planning. The planning process, it determines when, how, and who is going to perform a specific job. It also takes into account the available resources and how those resources will be allocated.
An action plan has three major elements: specific tasks, what will be done and by whom; time frame, when will it be done; resource allocation, what specific funds are available for specific activities.
The planning process starts by obtaining and verifying information necessary to achieve the objectives. This information is used to gain a clear understanding of the situation, issue, or problem, to help others understand the change needed and to move change forward.
The following 5 steps can be used to gather information. 1. Decide on the most appropriate method for getting the necessary information. 2. Collect the information. 3. Analyze the information. 4. Respond, provide feedback or report as appropriate. 5. Plan the next steps. The information collected is then used to define the specific tasks necessary for the action plan.
Once tasks are identified, they must be prioritized. Where jobs compete for the capacity of a machine or work center, priority sequencing needs to be applied. Priority sequencing indicates the sequence in which the jobs will be processed on the machine or in the work center.
Tasks may be scheduled based on available resources. Resources can be natural resources, which are those resources occurring in nature that can be used to create wealth, such as oil, coal, water, and arable land. Renewable resources, which are the natural resources such as wood and solar energy that can be replenished naturally with the passage of time. And human resources, which are the people employed in a business or organization. When scheduling tasks, the time frame for completion must also be identified.
To successfully monitor the implementation of a plan, the criteria for success that will facilitate monitoring must be established. These include checkpoints, indicators, contingency plans.
Teamwork is vital to the success of any project. A team that works cooperatively and with a positive attitude leads to a more effective team and improved productivity. Teamwork is increased when management can motivate their decisions and there is a consensus within the team on how to proceed.
When formulating a plan, it is important that the plan is clear, visible, understood by all affected parties.
Questions to be asked when developing an action plan include: who will be impacted by the plan? Who will improve the plan? Who will be responsible for reviewing and monitoring the plan? Who will be the owner of the plan? Who should be involved in the actual creation of the plan?
The action plan should include the following information: the primary goal of the plan, specific objectives, specific steps to be followed, the timeline, roles of team members, and evaluation indicators or measures of success.
Once the plan is developed, it must be communicated. Communication serves 2 purposes. It informs people what's happening and it obtains essential support, agreement, and commitment.
Creating a specific detailed action plan is a very important element in ensuring that an objective gets actioned and the desired result achieved. Without an action plan, no one knows who is responsible for the various tasks, when they need to be completed, or what resources are necessary to achieve them.